Good morning, Central Baptist Church family. We are in Proverbs chapter 17 this Monday morning, and it's a good one. This is another one of those mini chapters in Proverbs where the hardest part for me wasn't necessarily developing the content for the video, but deciding which verse or verses to focus on because there's so much good stuff here. We're going to go ahead and look today at verse 28. Verse 28 says this: "Even a fool, when he holdeth his peace, is counted wise, and he that shutteth his lips is esteemed a man of understanding." The power of silence is amazing. There's other passages in scripture that basically, I'm going to butcher it, but they essentially say, a fool uttereth all his mind. But basically, whenever you don't have a filter, you don't have a gate to keep the foolish things in your mind, and you look a lot smarter by simply keeping your mouth shut a lot of times. I'm a talker. I get myself into trouble just saying things, saying the first thing that comes to my mind. When I was a teenager, I was the worst about that. I would literally just say the first thing that came to my mind, and I got teased ruthlessly about it, and deservedly so, because I would just say some really ridiculous, mind-numbing things over and over again, when really I should have just kept my mouth shut. And I've learned, not that I have applied it effectively all the time, but I have definitely learned over the years that there is wisdom in silence. If you don't know what's going on, just keep your mouth shut. If you think you know what's going on, but you notice you're the only one talking, keep your mouth shut. I mean, there's a lot of times where you can talk yourself into a lot more trouble. And I know that truth isn't necessarily for everyone, but it's a truth we all need to hear. And there's another verse in this passage that I think can definitely apply to this wisdom in keeping your mouth shut. It is, I believe it's verse 9. Yes, verse 9 here. It says, "He that covereth a transgression seeketh love, but he that repeateth a matter separateth very friends." See, there's also times where it's foolish to bring up information about other people. You make an assumption that someone else knows, and so you start talking about it. The other word for that is gossip, essentially. But a good friend and a wise person knows when information is sensitive enough to be kept to themselves. They know how to keep a good secret. And we talked several lessons ago about keeping secrets and which secrets not to keep. But especially as an adult, as an older teenager, there's a lot of information in life that is just private information. It's something that a close friend shared with you because they trust you. And it's not something that's like hurtful. It's just sensitive information. And so you sharing that and blabbing about that, even on accident, just because you don't know when to keep your mouth shut, that's going to get you into a lot of trouble. It's going to make you look like a fool, and it's going to ruin relationships. So I think just some simple wisdom for today is just to use our words wisely, and just to be mindful of the value of silence.